What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Coronavirus still going on. I'm outside my backyard, and since I can't sit still, never have been able to, that's probably why I have the skill sets that I do with being able to build cars and do cool things. Anywho, yeah, I have an idea. This is my 1987 Pontiac Fiero SE with a V6 motor, 5-speed. This was my very first car at 15 years old. So, 20 years later, I got the car back. The previous owner, in between me and me now, let the car sit, let the car go to crap. Very hurtful, since this was my very first car that I fully restored. It is Dodge Viper Blue, Dodge Viper Silver, and it was immaculate when I drove it all through high school and after. Anyway, moving on. The motor is junk, and the suspension is pretty much junk. However, the chassis is fine. If anybody knows Pontiac Fieros, they're plastic. So they're plastic and fiberglass. They don't really go bad, the body-wise. This frame is rust-free. Everything's great. But again, suspension is kind of garbage, which it was always garbage from the beginning. Anyway, so I have a plan. Very common swap for the Fiero is a 3800 Pontiac Grand Am GTP motor that is supercharged. Like that one right there. So on the back burner, I bought a 2000 Grand Am GTP Pontiac for not only the motor, that will almost bolt into this car with a few mods, of course, and motor mounts and stuff like that, which, fabricator, I'm fully capable. And you can buy everything if I can't. So, yeah, the idea here is to take that motor and put into that car, and I'm going to try to do all the suspension as well. So, what am I doing with it? I build race cars. So, I've had it back for about 3 years. Been racking my brains. What do I do? Restore it? Another street car? Too much stuff wrong with it to do that. So, what I've come to the conclusion of, let's build another race car.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Why not? So, first things first, I'm gonna power wash 20 years of crap off of this car and then see where we're at. Yeah, but the idea is to do something fun, do something stupid, but do something cool. But just do something. Because with COVID-19 going on, I'm going crazy. And I have to do something. So let's build something cool. Anyway, hope you follow along. Hope you subscribe, like, follow, the whole 9 yards, because this is going to be a cool little build, I think. I've waited 20 years to do this build. I know, why? But because I'm bored, but I'm going to do it. So, yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to get to power washing, and stay tuned. Thank you, guys. Peace. What is up, guys? Okay, so I may have gotten a little power wash crazy today. Yeah, so Fiero looks great. I mean, you know, there's no clear on it, but I mean, man, she came out. Look at that. I'm super pumped on that. So, yeah, but I got a little power washing crazy. So I kind of power washed all of the cars today. Need to be cleaned anyway. So anyway, this is my custom Ranger truck that I built years ago. It has the big old box on the back that I put my motorcycles in the back. Yeah, holds 2 of my stunt bikes, and I have no idea what to do with it anymore since I got the Raptor. Moving on. Yeah, so came over here, and yes, I know I have cars everywhere on the property, and my property is getting smaller. That will have to change soon, but yep, power wash the Escort, which is a little e-brake slide car. Really fun car. Did not know that that car could get that clean. I have never seen it that white in my life. But yeah, power wash that too. Came right clean. It's white again. Wow. And yeah, I made that thing shiny as well. Figured it was next to it. Why not? Anyway, just getting ready to move things back around and get started. But first of all, a little fire. Burn a little cardboard. Get rid of some Amazon boxes, because yeah, that's what we do now. That's what we do now. All of us. We Amazon. Anyway, boxes have to go somewhere, so burn barrel. But yeah, Fiero, huh? Wow, cool. Anyway, standing in my shop. That's the other build. That is the second 350Z, if you haven't been following along. My car is up in the house garage. It is complete for the most part and just waiting for tracks to reopen to get out and drive it. Yeah, this one, we'll go take another look over at it. It's on these wheel dolly things, so I spun it around and shoved it to the back of the shop because it's pretty much done. See, cage is all done. The weekend I put it in primer so it will not rust, because the shop does get a little bit of moisture in it. And yeah, moved as much back as I could to get room for the Fiero. Yeah. See? Plenty of room for the Fiero. Little car. Yeah. Pay no attention to that other HR motor. Somehow it found me. Don't judge. So long story short, I obtained a spare motor. Yeah. So might be doing twin turbo setup on the HR motor. Yeah, we'll see. But it's staring at me. It's staring at me. Things can't stare at me. I mean, I just, yeah, I tend to just do. So there is a chassis right there with an empty engine bay, just sitting there. There is a motor right there looking for an engine bay. And if the two meet, there's time, because that car is actually going V8. It's going in LS, V8. It's got a, what's the transmission? The CD009 is right there. And yeah, just waiting on somebody that needs a little money and says, hey, I want to sell you my 5.3 motor that's actually decent and good for less than my arm and my leg. Anyway, there might come a time somewhere in the mix of the Fiero build, the 350Z build, and everything else going around before we go back to work. We'll see how long this lasts. But if I run out of things to do, that motor might find its way in that car, and I might start making custom headers and turbos and intercoolers and who knows. But anyway, for now, Fiero. I know, Fiero. I'm probably making a mistake, but hey, I got a lot of time on my hands. Time is a bad thing for me. I like this little car. You know, people either like them, well, people either love them or they hate them. Nobody really likes them. So, I just happened to be one that got it young, loved the car. Car was great for me. I think 87 was the best year. 88 is probably the best year because of the front end and stuff like that, but they're a little more expensive and they're very much more rare and Anyway. Yeah, I really dig this car. I really wanted to do something like this the whole time I've had it. And then when I didn't have it, and then I got it back. So we're doing it. We're doing it, you know? What am I going to do with it? I don't know. I know that I'm thinking of cutting the rear end off and cutting the front end off and tubing the whole thing. Maybe a Leroy style. If you don't know the reference, Cletus McFarlane, his Corvette tube chassis car, drag car, Leroy. So yeah, it's basically a tube chassis with no body on a unibody frame. It's kind of, yeah. I'm definitely going to do that, but I want to build it where the body can actually go back on, or another body or something like that. So we'll just have to see. The main thing is cut the rear off, cut the front off like a drift car, tube the front and rear so that the body can go back on with brackets. Radiator in the front, fuel cell in the front, get as much weight in the front as possible, and then all the other components. The car does not have power steering, never has. These cars don't have power steering because all the weight's in the back. So I'm thinking about putting the GTP rack in this car and going with an electric power steering pump. Drift cars do it all the time. Race cars do it all the time. Why not? You know, if I can get it to work, that would be amazing. So drift car, race car, camera car. I'm a stunt guy, you know. Tube car, you know. Camera car. I don't know. Either or, I'm just going to build it because I have too much time on my hands. So, yeah, that's about it for today. My fire's going out, so it's asking for more cardboard to burn. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and we will pick it back up tomorrow when hopefully I will take a Sawzall to this bad boy and start lightening it up. Lightening it, making it lighter. Whatever. It's been a long day. I'm ready to call it, so I'm going to shove this thing in the shop and shut the doors, lock it up, and call it a day. And we will see you next time. See you guys.